They used to say the sun never sets on the British Empire. Once the world's mightiest fleet, the Royal Navy must now settle for third in the global pecking order. But whatever it is now, it is still the Navy that taught the world to sail. The American Navy has learned many of those lessons well. But there's one important area where the American Navy parts company with its British counterparts. And there you see it, the cocktail hour. This is the wardroom aboard Her Majesty's ship Illustrious. Its main feature is a well-stocked bar. Each day just before lunch and dinner, the officers come here to share a drink before sitting down to their meals. Officers can buy all the liquor they want. Junior enlisteds are allowed 3 pints of beer a day and more as they are promoted. But what do you do with a drunken sailor? The fact is, the Royal Navy doesn't have that problem.
The answer is no, we don't. In fact, while we are at sea, there is very little drinking of any description done at all. People just have the odd drink before dinner and a glass of wine with dinner and so on. Occasionally, on special occasions, people will let their hair down and enjoy themselves, but no, it's really is used very carefully, and we are well aware of the privilege of having a bar in the wardroom, which American ships, of course, don't have, and we treat it with the respect it deserves.
It was Navy Secretary Josephus Daniels who capped the booze aboard American ships in 1914. Some say that shipboard prohibition has led to a drug problem in the American Navy. There is no such problem in the Royal Fleet.
Possibly that in the American Navy, the absence of access to such relaxant perhaps makes some people seek alternative sources of diverting their mind, as it were.
And I really don't think that you can make that correlation.
American Lieutenant Judd Canet says comparing vices is like stacking apples up against oranges.
In our society in the U.S., drugs are pretty prevalent, whereas I don't think they are in European countries.
Lieutenant Canet got to see firsthand how the British system worked during temporary duty aboard Illustrious. While he enjoyed a gin and tonic before lunch, he still doesn't think alcohol has any place in the American Navy.
There's certainly no need for anybody to stop off and have a beer or something before they go on watch or anything like that. I just don't think it's necessary.
At least one flag officer thinks it's worth a try. Rear Admiral Thomas Flatley says it would take some getting used to, but as long as the bar were closed during flight operations and the like, it could be workable. Still, there doesn't seem to be a groundswell of support for the idea, and so it seems for some time to come anyway, that the American fleet will be the only dry navy on the high seas. In the North Atlantic, Kathy Midkiff, The Daily News.